Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am playing in my December project album. Now, I do have story 4 to tell next. So this is going to be that story. This is a photo of my husband and I at the winery. It's my favorite winery out here in California. So that's going to go here. And I think it's just going to be one side of the page. So let's see what I can do. All right, so I have this full 4x6 photo, and there's really not a lot of space to decorate it. There's not a lot of white space in the photo. There is this greenery in the background, so I am going to add a little bit of something over there. Nothing super overwhelming. I don't want it to compete with the photo. I took the time to print out a 4x6 photo, so I definitely want the photo to be the focus. Now, I really love this photo of us. Its perspective is a little off because it is a selfie, but it's a great photo. So I put on this little sticker that says "Deck the halls" and fa la 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 la. I'm gonna layer it up with this label sticker. I'm thinking about adding something stamped on here. Ultimately, I don't go for the stamped thing. I end up adding a little white puffy snowflake type thing from this little paper house guy. So I get that on there and I'm like, perfect. It just adds a little bit. It gives it that little extra touch. And now the bottom part of the page protector is finished. So now I've got to do the top part. So I'm going to cut out again a 4x6 piece of paper. I really liked these wreaths. These came from some My Mind's Eye collection from Mary M. Bright. So I go ahead and trim that down, and then I'm like, it needs something more. It needs something to contain it because it kind of feels like it's just kind of like, woo, out there into the ether. So I have this 4x6 piece of paper that was already cut down because I have used it previously. And then I just trimmed down the wreath paper a little bit so that I could have this dark green border around the outside. Now, I thought I was being super cute and adorable by grabbing this Spirits Bright. It did say making Spirits Bright, but I've used the making at some other point in time. So I figured we were at a winery, spirits, do you get it? So I thought I was being super clever. So I'm going to make sure that I use that, and then I decide, you know what, this wreath paper needs more excitement. You know, it's funny because I was like, I love this wreath paper, I'm going to use it as my 4x6 background. It needs something more. And then I have it with something more, and I'm like, it still needs something more. So I decide to go ahead and emboss with the Brutus Monroe Gilded Embossing Powder around the outside edges, and that just makes me happy. I love embossed edges on the outside of papers. I just think it's gorgeous. And I don't think I really do a whole heck of a lot in my regular albums, but I feel like it is something that repeats in my December projects. So I am going to use my heat gun. This is a Wagner heat gun, and it is pretty powerful. I just love embossing. It is magical. You guys, like I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and you might even get tired of it, but it's the truth. Heat embossing is magical. I don't care about the science behind it. It's magic. So I go ahead and get that done, and then I am going to adhere the wreath paper onto that dark green paper. So now I got to figure out what the heck I'm doing. I'm like, okay, I know that a 4 is going on here. I know that I need to do a little bit of journaling. So I'm just looking at stuff. I'm digging through. My December project supplies are a complete and utter wreck, which is pretty pathetic for only 4 stories in. How crazy my supplies are right now. It's just kind of there. So I go ahead and cut out with my punch a scalloped vellum circle, and then I'm going to layer up my 4 on top of that, and I'm going to put that over top of this sled. Now I think the sled is absolutely adorable. The sled really has nothing to do with the winery, but it's pretty and it's Christmassy, and I want it there, so that's what's going to happen. Now, my December project is definitely it's kind of like my own project. It is a mix of things, mix of journaling about Christmas. It's a mix of a story in December. But my December project has always been the way I kind of want to do it. Like, I would have to go back to the very first one to see if the stories all matched up on the date. I don't think they ever have, though. I don't think they ever have. And they probably won't ever. And that's okay, because it makes me happy. Like, the way I do my December project makes me happy. It's not anybody else's, it is mine. So I'm going to mess around with my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. Let me just tell you, I've gotten really lazy with my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. Like, I don't put the cap on all the way, and that causes the glue to dry out. So put your cap on all the way, and then you won't have the issues. But I do have to pop it through with a pen, but ultimately I get it to work. I can't find the rest of the bright word, and it's literally right there on the card that I was just working on, but I didn't see it. So I figure out where it is eventually. I get it down here on the page, and then after I get this glued down, I'm also going to glue down spirits, and I put the word spirits off to the right just a tad, because I have that kind of greenery and holly right there tucked underneath of the 4, and I don't really want to cover that up. I want you to be able to see that. I love Christmas, you guys, and I just really love the green and the red and like white. It's just gorgeous. Green and red and white for Christmas just makes my little heart sing. So now I am spelling out the word making, and I'm doing that with these letter stickers. Now, of course, I did not have any more A's, so I just took a C and did a straight line so that voila, my C is now an A. So I've got this down, and now I am going to journal. Now I'm going to journal directly onto the card. I'm not going to put vellum down. I'm not going to put any kind of journaling block down. That is not what I'm going to do at all. I'm just going to talk about how we went to my favorite vineyard. We had a grand time. The vineyard even had heat lamps for us. It was just a lot of fun to go and be there on a wine tasting date. And, we got to sit outside, and we love sitting outside together. It's just good. It's just good and relaxing. So even in December, we're doing that. So that's going to go down there on the card right here. It gets tucked into the pocket, and now 4 is done. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you again real soon for another video.